Hey, welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today, especially my new viewers and new subscribers. Your kindness, your generosity, your support of my channel truly been amazing, and I'll never take that for granted. I'm a 58-year-old American who grew tired of the rat race and decided to move to the Philippines in search of a new life. Well, I found that new life, and I want to share with you my boots on the ground experiences here. The only way I know how, and that's by giving you the nitty-gritty. That's just exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. Never going to sugarcoat that. Welcome again. It's Monday morning here in the Philippines, about 9 o'clock a.m. I'm in Center Mall. It's raining a little bit because they've got a typhoon coming, I believe in Manila somewhere, but it feels good out here, man. It's low cloud cover. This is just a different setting in Center Mall. You can look behind me. This place is huge, man, and you're gonna love it if you ever visit here. But I want to talk about today, unlucky in the Philippines, the marriage scam, and why so many foreigners, why we fall for it, and how easy it is to fall for this marriage scam. The marriage scam is a little bit different than just the online dating or the romance scam, because see, they take this to a whole other level. See, remember yesterday I was talking about the virtues of the Filipino woman, and why we come so far over here, because of her reputation, which is well deserved. But some of us get unlucky, and then what we do is we double down on our unluckiness and we marry them, and it turns into a disaster. I get every day, I promise you, man, every day I get an email, message or something where a guy's going through hell right now because he got unlucky over here. Now, most of y'all are not going to get unlucky, but that's why I do videos like this. I'm trying to help you to avoid that unluckiness, man, that's becoming more and more prevalent over here, because it's hard to tell the good ones and the bad ones. Most relationships require some time, some effort, some money. Look, let's be honest, but you don't want to put all that time, effort, and money into a scam, into a fraud. See, most of us, we'll just, I've been I've been a victim of a scam myself. I bought a lady a plane ticket, sent her a few thousand to pay the babysitter, pay her mother, and she never showed up. But that's okay. I was out of about $130 altogether. It didn't bother me. But this marriage scam, man, it's deeper. It's much more expensive, because you got to go through the whole visa process. You got to pay for that. Depending on where you get married, either in the Philippines or in America, it gets expensive either way. You pay for the visa process and all the fees associated with that, the medical, the interview, her transportation back and forth to Manila, her lodging in Manila, then finally the trip to your country. Now, depending on if you get married here, see, if you get married here, you pay for that green card and stuff already up front. See, when you get to America, wherever she's going, the green card is usually waiting. See, and that's why I would suggest you do the K1 visa. It gives you a little bit more time, because you do the K1 visa, you got 90 more days on top of the time you've already been chatting with this young lady. See, but what we do, we put the cart before the horse. We come over here, we get that 2-week whirlwind romance, the girlfriend treatment, man. She does everything. When we fall in love, I've seen it so many times, man, and we run back, we sign the papers, we bring her over, but it's too late. By the time you bring them over, it's too late, because we're thinking with this head instead of this one. It's easy to see through the scam. And a lot of times, we talk about the in-laws. Well, if you take your time and come over here and get to know the lady first, her family's going to show themselves too. They're going to show you whether or not they're going to be good in-laws or bad in-laws. Most of the time they're good. But remember, you're getting unlucky. And I tell you, just like I was telling you yesterday with the good, it's as good as it gets. Well, when it's bad, it don't get any worse, man, than over here in the Philippines, man. And the first thing you can do, man, to easily avoid that It's just to do a little simple background check. Make sure this woman is who she says she is. Get a cinema, you know. Make sure she's who she says she is. If she says she's a teacher, make sure of that. If she says she's single, are you single for real? You know, because Filipinos are patient, they're great actresses, and they can wait you out. Let me tell you, here's what happened to one of my subscribers. You know, I just call him Jerry. That's not his real name, but this is a true story. He comes over here, gets that 2-week whirlwind romance, a girlfriend treatment. She blows his mind. She's from up in Metro Manila. He goes ahead, goes back, signs the paper. Now he got married over here. In the 2 weeks he was here, guys, don't do that. There's no way you can get to know these women that quick. Now, a vlogger, you know, I was listening to him not long ago. He says that, you know, it was love at first sight over here, man. It's hard to do that over here. There's so many cultural differences, guys. It's so hard to do that, man. You know, it's lust at first sight, guys. It's not love. Well, anyway, they get married here. He starts the process. Takes about a year, and instead of him coming back and forth, because he can. He works at a damn fruit stand in America. You know, he can't afford to come back and forth. See? So it takes about a year for the girl to come over. Now he's getting ready to buy the ticket, but she says, hey, wait, hold on. He said, I want you to do this. Buy me a ticket to New Jersey first so I can visit my family for 2 weeks. Then I'll come to you. And that's a red flag, flashing red lights, the whole 9 yards. But guess what? He's so in love, he's thinking with the wrong head, guys. He does that. He allows this woman, after all he done went through, all the sacrifices, all the money he spent, you know, to get her that visa and to bring her here, she has the nerve to say, hey, I'm going to New Jersey first. Well, she goes to New Jersey for 2 weeks, and then guess what? Comes there, because by that time, the green card's waiting. He goes to his job selling fruits and delivering fruits and vegetables, whatever he does. Comes home, she's packed all of her stuff, she's gone, guys. But a lot of times, I got a guy right now, because I tell you, Filipinos, they're very patient. They'll wait for the right time. He's out west, man, and after about 3 years of marriage, now all of a sudden his wife left him. He's got another boyfriend in his hometown. He sees them everywhere. It was a scam to begin with. He saw the red flags, but he was already in love. She had already whipped him. See? She put that Filipino tune-up on him. Wasn't nothing he could do. If a woman asks you to sacrifice for the good of her family over here, man, that's a red flag, man. I don't care how much sacrificing you make. I'm not making any sacrifices. I'm not moving into a smaller place. I'm not working extra hours. I'm not doing none of that for your family. If you want to do that, then you go ahead and do that. But guys, this marriage scam is big, man. You know, because it's hard to tell the good ones for the bad ones, but it doesn't really take long to do it. You know, if you're thinking with the right head. First of all, one of my subscribers said something. He said, man, I'm not going to make any type of decision like that for at least 2 years. You know, and I applauded him for it, man. I said, man, that's what we all should do. But it's hard to do that because when we come over here, man, and it's mostly guys like me, 55 to 64, that they get on that. We're lonely. We've been heartbroken before. We're depressed, you know, and we fall in love with these little cute girls because Filipinos, man, they're cute as a button. They got these little shapes, man, that, you know, they're perfect, really, you know. But you can get unlucky over here, man. And the only way you can beat that, man, is to be patient, man. Don't come over here for 2 weeks and get married, man. I mean, that's the craziest thing you can do. This scam is on the rise, man. I'm going to put a link in here if you don't believe me. And it's deep, man. You know, all they want is that visa and a new life, man. They don't want you. And the easiest way for you to tell is, you know in your heart of hearts that you're doing everything you can to make the marriage work. Then all of a sudden she drops the bomb. She disappears. She wants a divorce. Or she just leaves and starts fooling around with somebody else. It ain't going to take long. But some of them will wait you out. Some of them will try to convince you that the love is real, but you'll know if you're thinking with the right head, you know. But I just wanted to let you know, man, because I'm going to tell you something. It's usually the new guys who've never been here before that get hit with this marriage scam. I was with my wife, and even though we're not together, we didn't split up because she was fooling around, I was fooling around, anything like that. It's just because she wanted to live there, I wanted to live here. But we were together for 4 years, man, before we ever got married. I knew her inside and out, knew her family inside and out. There was no surprises. But if we take our time and do all that stuff up front, spend a little money up front on the cinema, come here a couple of times, spend a little extra money on your trip, you know, to be over here a few times before you do that, man, because in the end, it's going to save you a lot of money. Because let me remind you, remember I told you all the fees you're paying for, then you pay for that trip over there. Well, when you sign that visa, guess what you're doing? You got to sign an affidavit of support for 10 years to support this lady. She knows it, guys. They know because they got a support group. They've done all the research on you, but we don't do any research on them. And that's why so many of us fall prey to it. We come over here and we see this little beautiful young girl, cute, got this little plump booty, you know, she's doing everything under the sun for us for that 2 weeks, and we think we've hit the jackpot, man. No, it's usually the opposite, you know, because when it gets bad over here, it doesn't get any worse, man. And they will take you, when you see in this article, when people have lost everything, man, dealing with these scams, then they're going to, you know, and here's the default that we do when we get over there. Every last one of the marriages that have went wrong that I know of, here's the first thing they do. They go to immigration to try to get her blacklisted and deported. No, let me give you some information, guys. Immigration in America, I can only talk about my country, they actually protect the woman once she gets over there. Man, it's gonna be like hell on earth trying to get her deported. It's not gonna happen, you know, once you get her over there. The point is to do all of that vetting before you bring her there. And that's all it does, man. Just take your time, man, because this marriage scam, it's a big scam, man. And when they get you good. So thank you for stopping by today. I really, really appreciate it. I just wanted to talk about that, man, because remember, I want to give you the 360. I'm not just going to give you the good without the bad or the bad without the good, you know. But see, you really don't know if you're a victim of a marriage scam until it's too late. A lot of guys watching this right now are victims of a marriage scam, but they'll never tell you. They're going to sit there in that marriage to prove everybody wrong because their own families tell them, man, don't go over there, you know, because just as a Filipino has a reputation for being good, honest, genuine, and loving, she has a reputation also of being a scammer, looking for that green card, looking for that visa, looking for that way of life. And that's the only part that most people know in your hometown, in your home country. And they'll tell you, man, be careful over there. But you get over here, you start thinking with the wrong head. And next thing you know, you don't want to be embarrassed. You're not going to tell them the marriage isn't working. So you're going to stay put there to make it seem like everything is going good. And meanwhile, she's running wild over there. Then went all through your bank accounts, screwing every man that she can get her hands on over there. Living a life and you sitting there miserable, man. So be careful, guys. Now, if you're in America, getting late, before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, and you see somebody on the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. In the Philippines, like I said, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. You have the whole rest of the day to find somebody to help. I will intentionally go out and help somebody today. I promise you that. I do it every single day. Why? Because people over here need our help. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.